The family of a 14-year-old girl in Lokoja who was allegedly being groomed to be sexually abused has opened up to News Central over the unfortunate incident. While the survivor's identity remains protected, our correspondent, Balagbogbo, gives chilling details of the family's account.
Abuse and alleged sexual misconduct are amongst the most underreported crimes, especially when minors are involved. Families remain silent due to fear, stigma, or concern for the child. In this case, the family has spoken out to raise awareness and alert other parents to the risks.
Public attention grew after an audio recording of a phone conversation between Ernest Obetule and the minor surfaced online. The recording made by the family allegedly contained statements by Ernest suggesting inappropriate intentions.
At least I've told you I'll take care of you. You take care of me too. 50-50. That'll be a baby forever.
According to the survivor's mother, Ernest Obetule, in his 50s, had long been a trusted family friend and an associate of the child's late father.
He came along with my husband to spend the night. So after they had gone in the morning, my daughter came to me and said, "Mommy, do you know that the man that came here last night and spent the night with us was trying to touch me inappropriately?" And I queried her for the how. She said the man has said she should show him the toilet. So while she was going ahead to show him the toilet, he attempted to touch her. Now, before this time, she said that when the visitor and our daddy were sitting together, she was asking her daddy for data for her homework. And the man volunteered to give her the data. So he requested for her number so he could transfer the data to her. So that was how he was able to acquire her phone number. She told me that the man called and he told her that he was actually in Lokoja and he would like to see her. So since I was not around and we have already established that we needed to record the calls, somehow she cut the call, feigning as if it was network. So she didn't continue the conversation. He called later on in the evening. And of course, we did what we needed to do. And that's the note that has been circulating.
A lot of inappropriate comments, to a child. We're talking about a 14-year-old child here, But the mother was at the background telling her what to say back. Then I came up with that, let's play this game along with him. I need so much evidence, that I'll be able to use against this guy, even if I'm going to speak to him. But I need to confront him with evidence that he will not be able to deny it. But in this particular situation, I am hopeful, and I'm hopeful, and I'm keeping finger crossed that justice will be served in this situation.
Meanwhile, authorities at the Kogi State Police Command confirmed that Ernest is in custody after being arrested at a lodge in Army Signal. They say that investigations are ongoing.
The family hopes that sharing their story will help serve as a warning and protect other children. In Kogi for News Central, Balagbogbo.
Me now for this conversation. He has been monitoring the development. Mono, good to have you. From your interaction with the family, what stood out to you about how they handled the situation before involving the police?
Good evening, Felicity. Can you come again? I didn't hear you clearly.
I'm asking what stood out for you in your interaction with the family and how they handled it before involving the police.
Oh, great. Thank you very much, Felicity. When we went to speak to the family, what really stood out for us was the fact that this was someone who was supposed to stand in for the late father and the late husband in terms of the fact that they told us that he was a close family friend. He stayed in River State, Port Harcourt, and at the time he had just called them and said he was in Lokoja and, they allowed him to spend the night. So that was actually the first encounter. The mom told us that the following morning, the night that Ebutele actually came to their house, he touched inappropriately body parts of the young lady. And I mean, after the dad died, they had, you know, retained conversation, even though they didn't escalate the issue at that particular time. You know, after they lost their father, he was, you know, somebody that they could, you know, call to, you know, probably to assist. You know, the dad, before he died, had told them that Didzo was a very responsible man and he was a very kind person and all of that. So, I mean, it's just quite shocking to see all of the details that have played out, especially with that viral phone call which the mother recorded between her daughter and Ernest himself, and gory details. It's just something that is so discomforting to actually listen to, and you can hear the disappointment from the mom that, I mean, it was just unimaginable and unacceptable what played out.
Experts have said over time that it always seems to be the most trusted a person in a child's life that end up doing things like this. Beyond this particular case, though, what broader concerns does it raise about child protection and parental vigilance?
Great question, Felicity. You know, in Lokoja here, the public reactions has been quite shocking, you know, to say the least, to see that the culture that we have in terms of, you know, speaking out against people, you know, especially people who are powerful, because from my findings, he is a local politician, and you know, there are a lot of people that are still supporting him. Shockingly, when you look at the comments online, you will ask yourself then, why should people come out in the first place? Because the person who is supposed to receive the backlash, yes, he has gotten some backlash. You'll just be amazed and shocked that people will post on their social media handles, you know, in favor and try to, you know, show mercy, downplaying, you know, the validity of this particular issue, which has to do with a minor. What does a 14-year-old child know at that age, where her reproductive organ are still developing?
Yeah, quite unfortunate. Quickly, in 30 seconds, any further update from the authorities on this matter?
Absolutely. We've been in touch with the police state command in Kogi State. The case has been transferred to the first gender unit, and they are following up with all the necessary things that they need to do. So as it stands now, he's still in custody, and the uncle of the minor, you know, who we spoke with, he stays in the United Kingdom, and he told us that he is hopeful that justice would actually be given out, and that the reason why they are actually coming out is to discourage this kind of menace that we still have, sadly, in our society. Back to you, Felicity.
Quite unfortunate. Mono, thank you very much for the coverage.